Welcome back to my van renovation series. I'm filming this to give tips and advice to anyone who has no or minimal carpentry skills but still wants to convert their own van into a beautiful, low-budget, tiny home or RV. This video is part 2 of my conversion van demolition. In my previous video I showed you guys how to take out the seats, cut wiring, and the rest was just unscrewing anything I could because all of the screws were hidden. Tearing apart the van was like a huge jigsaw puzzle because you sort of have to take things out in the order that they were put in unless you want to rip it out, but I don't really recommend doing that because you may want to reuse some of the materials later. Even if you don't think you will, you're probably better safe than sorry, keeping things nice now so that way you have options later.
Yeah! Twisted.
Most of the demolition process is very straightforward. You're just unscrewing the wood, cutting the wires that you don't want, ripping up the carpet, and taking out the seats. Anything that's bolted to the frame is going to be more difficult to get out, and on top of that, these vehicles seem to use several different types of bolt heads, so if you're renting your tools to do all of this, make sure that you take pictures of the ends and get several different sizes because you don't want to be running back and forth to the store.
All we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. Look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize.
Also, if you have a conversion van just like mine, really think long and hard about how far you want to strip down your van. Because now that I'm looking back, I probably could have saved myself a little bit of time on future steps by keeping a few things. Don't get carried away, take your time, and plan ahead.
We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Like strangers again. Strangers again.
Okay, so on this side, these bolts were connected where you can get them out from the top, but these ones connect a little bit differently from the bottom. So now I have to get underneath of the van in this beautiful wet area. I suppose I could pull up the van if I wanted to. All right, I moved the van up. So now I need to get underneath here so that way I can use this and try to get these out without hurting myself. So, whoops.
Strangers again. Like strangers again.
Gonna see what I'm dealing with.
Like strangers again.
Right there it is, underneath. But my tool can't get to it because of this thing. So I'm gonna try to use a wrench to see if I can get it. I've gotten one out so far, but now it's stuck in this. And also I had to change the size of this because the one I was using was too small, so I actually didn't have to use a wrench. But I need to get this out of here. I just screwed this thing back in and I banged it up against things. So now I get to do the other side. Hopefully I don't have as many issues, you know. Tired of running into issues. My hands are dirty. My hair is dirty. I'm dirty. Hey, what's up? I wanted to give you an update on like my part 2 of my demolition. Last time I kind of showed you guys how I did everything, and I just want to give you the rest of what I did. So just to start off with, I didn't remove my HVAC system. I think that it's gonna be too much work to remove, but also I think that it's a good idea to keep it in here. In case of emergencies, if I need to use it, I have it there, and it's not gonna be difficult for me to just run these throughout the van. Probably towards the back here. I don't know where exactly, but I definitely have a lot of room with all of the hoses that they gave me. So actually some of them might be cut off. So I probably have more than I actually need. I kept this floor in here because it's just something that I won't have to do. It's already down there, so I'm keeping that. I kept all of the existing internal wiring. I don't know what all of it goes to. A lot of them did go to the lights. Some of them went to speakers. Some of them went to like little things like this. Yeah, another speaker thing. So they just go to all sorts of things. And I figured I would keep all of that stuff in here because if anybody else ever buys the van, then at least they can try to salvage something. Or I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind if I want to put something back in here. Maybe it will be nice to have that wiring in here still. So I just kept all of that, and then I also have some more over here. And I labeled it all on here. You can't really see it because it's with pencil. So yeah, and then I also kept the ceiling up here. It's not insulated. I'm gonna try to pull a piece of insulation through here all the way to the back. And then as for my vent fan, which just came in the mail today, I was gonna put it right here, but this is kind of at like a slant, if you can see that. So I think I'm just gonna cut out of this a little bit more and then put it more onto the top here. So yeah, the van is pretty much completely empty. I just have some tools and stuff in here. I'm not ripping off the walls or I guess the doors, just because that's something that I don't want to do right now. If I decide to do them later, then I can do that, but not doing them now. And so now all I have to do is just clean up a little bit, but I think I want to clean after I put in the vent fan because a lot of debris is going to fall down. And then also I'm going to be putting studs into the wall. I'm not quite sure how yet, but they're going to go from the floor maybe up to like right here. Anyway, that's probably going to make a mess also. So I think I'm just going to kind of clean up after that. So yeah, that is my update. This was a very, very short video, but I just wanted to show you guys the rest of what I did and what I have coming next.